podcast to catch all the action. You won't want to miss it. Now, take it away, 2KMC.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA. D.A. Tick.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Young with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. It's tipped. Augustine with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running. And Giannis throws it down.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Now Collins. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young with the steal. That shot off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's DiVincenzo. Last time out he had 13 points. Pass to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Middleton outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Giannis. It's rebounded by Herter. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Trae Young. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And here's Young. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Passes it to Herter. Launches a 3. Tries again. Capella kicks to Reddish. Pass to Young. The putback. Kicks it out to Collins. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now here's Middleton. Defense is right there. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. His last 10 games, averaging about 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
The Bucks making a switch here. Forbes checked in, and then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Gallinari comes in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. Milwaukee with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Lopez passes to Forbes. Back to Lopez. Middleton left side. From down in the low post, it goes. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Oh, offensive interference. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Gallinari outside. Left side Rondo. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. Portis, the pass to Forbes. And that one, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Hawks on. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Okongwu. Gallinari is out there with John Collins. And it's Young, and it's Rondo, and at the shooting guard. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Portis finds Antetokounmpo, goes straight through the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Collins.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Huerter. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
It's stolen. Down low. Here's Portis. The kick out to Giannis. On the wing, Giannis. And they double up Giannis. Just 4 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Giannis has got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Young. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Tony Snell's checked in for Gallinari. Here's Huerter. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Milwaukee in the lead. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Augustine dishes to Middleton. The pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Middleton. He's guarded closely. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, at 235 pounds, Middleton is hard to throw off balance, so he can take that contact and still finish through.
Augustine against Young. Here's Herter. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. A minute 50 left now here in the second. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the inside. Young with the steal. Oh, and here we go at Collins. Nobody back. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins can run as a big and impressive right there in the open court.
And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Boston.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Lopez. Middleton outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Augustine finds Portis. Back to Augustine. And Young comes over to help. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And now we've got the intentional foul. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Bruno Fernando subbed in for John Collins. Here's Fernando. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Augustine. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
And here's Young from the arc. And a close game so far through the first two. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustine, and it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Young from outside, offensive rebound.
They hurt her at 6'7", able to get in there and get after the offensive rebound.
The Bucks shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Now Augustine, he averages a bit over 6 points a game. Lopez finds Augustine. It's stolen by Capella. Young with the ball. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. And Mays gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Lopez kicks to Forbes. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Hill. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
Great execution in the transition game. You can count on Rondo to run the break and find a way to capitalize.
Here's Giannis. And Forbes has it in the corner. Here's Craig. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To end the cold streak, here's Giannis. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Hill kicks to Gallinari. From downtown, the rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Mays missing. Bucks trail by 6. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
In the corner, Herter with it. Craig pulls it in.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. Forbes, the pass to Portis. It's stolen by Capella. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Inside. It's stolen by Capella. Passes it to Herter. Takes a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Herter's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rondo. He kicks it to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Good contest as Herter's size really helping that time.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Atlanta, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Back to Giannis. 4 on the clock. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game. Young, right side, over Augustine, sinks the 15-footer. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
Giannis high post. To the middle. Augustine looking around. There's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
Each year we get...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Clock at 6. Middleton outside. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Capella sends it back. Kicks to Reddish. Young outside. And here's Collins from outside. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Augustine from outside. But they recover it. Lopez passes to Augustine. It's good.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Young outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Augustine against Young. And he comes up with the deuce. Augustine's got 4 this quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's Huerter. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Augustine dishes to Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 1-point Hawks lead.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Here's Young. Over Augustine, and it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Antetokounmpo against Young. Collins wide open. He fires. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Hawks lead by 3. DiVincenzo against Young. Lopez inside, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Middleton. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Young looking it over. And he makes that one.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. No good that time. Good defensive work there by Young. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Young is doubled. To the paint, here's Collins. It falls!
And maybe not the first guy you think about. Collins in the clutch.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Augustine. Fires the three. Rebounded by Capella. Now, here is Young. From deep. Drills the three-pointer. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, Trae Young exploring the limits of his range in this one.
Here's Herter. And so the Hawks take the win. This was a very... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And both teams, Doris, battling injury.
Kevin, we have seen that when someone is injured, that means an opportunity for a bench player to show what they have. And the coaching staff maybe has to get a little bit more creative than usual.
So the Nets starting five. Joe Harris is out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. Harden, that's good.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Reddish the pass to Capella. Here's Young, and the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Herter. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Collins, good.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second-chance opportunities.
Now, here's Irving. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Sacramento.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Irving. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Young against Harden. Young's shot is good. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Irving from long range. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And finished off by Collins.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5 from 11 feet away, and he nails the jumper. Irving's got 7.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. The Hawks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And here's Young from the arc. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Right side, Irving. And the Nets miss again.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Young for 3. They get it again. And Gallinari kicks to Young. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. Gallinari on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Collins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reddish. Then for the Nets, Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Irving. The Hawks leading by 4. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. So here's Gallinari. Here's Rondo. The kick out to Young. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 9 points in the game so far.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
No good that time.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
For 3. Another miss by Young.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Young from deep three-point range. Again, Young missing. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Over Rondo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Landry Shamet is out there with Harden. Then there's Green, and it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. Brown is checked in for Brooklyn. And a wide open look for Jordan. Off target from three-point range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Rondo. Makes it off the glass. Rondo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Green. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Herter. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 6. Now Shamet. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Green. Here's Luwawu. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Herter. And it's blocked by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Green with the ball.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Shamet. Herter passes to Capella. Rondo kicks to Okongwu. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Atlanta again missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now, here's Shamet. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Gallinari with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Capella. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of the season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments.
And they continue to control the glass.
Herter passes to Rondo. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Herter. And it's good off the back rim and in. Herter's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Reddish, she's checked in for Gallinari. Goodwin comes in for Kevin Huerter. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game right now. That's good from Harris.
Well, think about Joe Harris, the 33rd pick in the 2014 draft. So that's the 3rd pick in the 2nd round. And boy, has he turned himself into a viable NBA player. Knockdown shooter who can now put it on the deck as well.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Now, here's Collins. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
On its way from Young for 2. Rebound, Brooklyn. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
Yeah, it was a narrow win, but in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Oh, no doubt. Playing aggressively, forcing the action, that often works in your favor, and it did the last time around.
Here's Young, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Young finds Goodwin. And here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And so, okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the wings, Huerter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. And it's Irving missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Irving against Young. The tray. Knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
And here's Brown outside. It's stolen by Reddish. All by himself. A baseline J. Here's Capella. The shot will not fall. Jordan with some nice D. Irving finds Jordan. Harris outside. The kick out to Irving. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Harris.
I think it might surprise people that Joe Harris does not mind contact on the interior. That's a nice shot. Wow.
Here's Reddish, and it's blocked by Jordan. Harden the pass to Harris. Takes the 3. But they get it back. The kick out to Irving. The putback, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Young looking around. The Hawks again can't hit.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Harden up top. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
Well, that's interesting. Out in space, the defender challenging DeAndre Jordan's shot. Makes some contact, but it doesn't bother him.
Here's Herter. 10-point lead. Young outside. Lets it go from 14. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 7 points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. And the Nets making a change here as well. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. Now here's Reddish. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Herter. Okongwu, the pass to Herter. Nailed from three-point land. Herter's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And Okongwu slams it in.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 14.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Irving. To the inside. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Now here's Irving. 14 points for him. Shoots from the elbow. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
Here's Herter. Covered by Irving. Kicks it to Okongwu. Alinari surveying the D. That three off the mark. Here's Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Harden. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Rondo finds Snell. Passes it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Harden the pass to Irving. Shot from 16. The three. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 21.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Collins checked in for the Hawks. And the Nets also making a change. Brownie's checked in for Luwawu. And here's Collins from outside. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Irving can't hit. The Hawks leading by 8. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Mays passes to Collins. From 15 feet away. Misses off the right iron. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And a wide open look for Irving. Brown. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got his first basket.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Okongwu, the pass to Mays. That's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Young's checked in for Rajon Rondo.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And here's Young. Inside, shot from 6. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Young. Okongwu's now got 4 points this quarter. Outside Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kicks it out to Collins. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets trail by 6. Here's Harden. And the rejection by Collins. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. Now, here is Young. Kicks it out to Collins. It's Young on the wing. Another shot. And the jumper is good. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Harris against Collins. Left side, Jordan. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. .122 left in the fourth. Young is doubled to the wing right side. From deep 3-point range. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Irving with the ball. And guarded by Capella. Irving passes to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. From deep. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Young outside. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
There's the pass to Mays. Young with the ball. Out to the right wing. Hawks passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 11, and that one drops.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
Irving can't get it to go. Here's Mays. Covered by Irving. Young from deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. And now a 10-point Hawks lead. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
2K here.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. This is a 2K TV interactive special, so get your trivia hats on and get ready to earn some extra VC.
Are you ready? Let's get started. This episode of 2K TV Interactive is presented by HBO Max.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustin out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. And for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving misses. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist by Lopez.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
And Clark, they said back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Middleton, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's Jordan. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Irving against Augustine. Some solid defense there from Irving.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Here's Jordan on the wing. Harris fires the 3. Tips it up, and it's Brown on the follow.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter.
And you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
A deep 3 from Irving. The 3-pointer no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Giannis against Brown. The shot from the low post is good. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Irving's shot is good.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Augustine looking around. Giannis inside. Guarded by Harris, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 2nd in rebounding, 5th in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Here's Harden. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Forbes. No good on the triple. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Irving launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Irving's got 8.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
Here's Giannis. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Milwaukee?
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like it.
That was terrific!
My goodness! And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
On the wing, Giannis. Pass to Portis. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, you know, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Giannis outside. Passes to Craig. Back to Antetokounmpo. They swipe it. The drive by Jordan.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan, quite a load off the bounce there, showing you his ability to draw fouls at times.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Pass to Forbes. Portis in the post. He's against Jordan. Basket counts. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harden surveying the D. And Harden with the stuff.
I love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Brown is checked in for James Harden. Green, and Green is right there.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Antetokounmpo against Green. Antetokounmpo dishes to Forbes. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Now, here's Shamet. He's covered closely. Antetokounmpo on the double team. They kick it out to Green. They get the rebound.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
It's Portis high post. Now the pass to Craig. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Craig's got his first bucket of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Jordan the pass to Shamet. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Luwawu, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Harris comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Augustine's checked in.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Augustine against Irving. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got his second bucket tonight.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
And a wide open look for Irving. The long distance three is buried. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn. Augustine passes to Portis. Bucks passing it around. And Portis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Shoots from 14, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Green. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 8 points and 4 rebounds. And that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Harris is out there with Brown. Then there's Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Count it. Good. Irving's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. Good on the shot. And now a 3-point Bucks lead. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Irving. It's deflected. Lopez against Jordan. Harden right side. He gets that one.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
Giannis against Harris. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Augustine. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Luwawu subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee in the lead. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Count that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And here is Lopez. 8 points for him. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Oh, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Shamet the pass to Harris. Looking to end the run. Cuts off the pass. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Kyrie Irving.
And the one thing that he'll be looking to change is the downturn in his three-point percentage. It's taken a hit here the last 10 games. I know he's putting in extra work to get that rhythm back.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Harden. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Stolen away, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Harden against Augustine. Lots of room. James Harden with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Portis, the pass to Augustine. Back to Portis, and Connaughton has it in the corner. Got it off in time.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
Head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Stop, let's play out of motion.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got DJ Augustine. Portis is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. The Bucks shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Augustine against Harris. And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there. Augustine making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Here is Harden, and it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Pat Connaughton. Outside Irving. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Giannis outside. Lopez kicks to Augustine. Clock at 4. Middleton inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Perry.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Lopez finds Augustine. Back to Lopez. Pass to Middleton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Bucks lead by 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Bucks leading by 3. Now here's Giannis. Jordan with some nice D. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. No good from Irving. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Here's Perry. Lopez covering. 6 to shoot. Irving passes to Perry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also with the sub. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Harden comes to help. Lopez inside, guarded by Jordan. It's good.
Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn, trailing by 5. Outside Irving. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 20 points.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Augustine dishes to Lopez. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for James Harden. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Augustine.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Irving drives in, and it's in off the backboard. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loved knocking down the big shots.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Goes up the baseline, up again, and Crane is right there.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Johnson against DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Again, Irving missing. Now Middleton. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Outside Irving, from the arc, it drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Always great from deep. I don't think Irving has gotten enough credit for how lethal he is from behind the arc.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerds there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Timeout called, the Nets. Guys, what's your take?
Well, you need the 3 here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good...
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Max.
If you're a fan of basketball and 90s TV, you're probably going to do quite well on Interactive this week because we're talking The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I love that show growing up. So let's get started with our first question. In the famous Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Our setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustin out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at point. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. That one goes. Count it. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by Trae Young. Augustin finds Giannis. Lopez right side. Back to Giannis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Boston Celtics. Pass to Herter. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Collins against Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. Augustin with the steal. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way.
Just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Pass to Capella. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Augustin with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Terrific vision there with that pass. Hit his teammate perfectly in transition.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now here's Middleton after the miss from John Collins. Lopez kicks to Middleton. From deep three-point range, DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Capella finds Collins. Young outside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Lopez. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Augustin passes to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. No good there. Good work defensively by Capella. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Right side, Collins. Young outside. And it's DJ Augustin with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in for Collins. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Forbes checked in, and that one is good.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, G.A. Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists, and also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Atlanta making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Back to Portis. Middleton left side. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game. And Milwaukee has possession. It's a 5-point game.
I'll tell you, Forbes doesn't spend a lot of time in the paint, but that was a convincing move.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Deflects the pass. There's the lob to the hoop. And Reddish with the slam.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade, Rondo quickly locates the open man.
And there's the pass to Forbes. Down low, here's Connaughton. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
No good, shot missing. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
You've got Reddish. Trae Young is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5. Gallinari dishes to Rondo. Banked in off the glass. Rondo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Here's Connaughton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Portis in the post.
Bobby Portis doesn't mind a physical game. He takes it and he dishes it out.
The Bucks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Rondo kicks to Young. They get it back. Out to Gallinari. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Okongwu. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Connaughton. Tipped away. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. Lays it in off the breakaway. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a beautiful break and an excellent defensive play by Kevin Herter to kick it off.
Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Okongwu grabs the board.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And it's Mays missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo to the inside. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Rondo's running. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
3 turnovers in the quarter alone, a bad stretch, and they can't win this game without better play from him.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Okongwu, the pass to Mays. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Bucks trail by 11. Lopez outside. Inside. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Lopez. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Gallinari surveying the D. But they'll get another chance. Here's Mays. That one a little long. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 7. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Now, here's Lopez. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now, Giannis. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Capella. Collins against DiVincenzo. Shot by Collins, no good. Bucks trail by 7. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lopez passes to Augustine. Back to Lopez. To the paint. It's deflected. Augustine, that's good.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Young outside. He feeds it to Capella. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports, a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Young's shot is off. Bucks trail by 5. And here is Lopez. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he lays it straight in.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Hawks leading by 3. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Young inside, headed by Augustine. Lock at 6. Collins looking around. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Stolen by Collins. Stolen by Middleton. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Hawks. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside Rondo. Reddish kicks to Rondo. It's Young on the wing. Collins against Antetokounmpo. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Hawks now. Clock at 2. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist from Capella. Rondo's got 8 points. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
He was one of those great summer league stories. Bryn Forbes can get by as a knockdown shooter while still rounding out the rest of his game.
Goodwin's checked in for Trae Young. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. The Hawks leading by 3. Goodwin feeling it out. He kicks it to Reddish. Left side Rondo. Here's Collins. Passes it to Goodwin. Hawks passing it around. From deep. Rebound Milwaukee.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
And there's the call on John Collins. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. Forbes the pass to Portis. Stolen by Collins.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know he's kicking himself, and he might hear it from the coach at the next timeout.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. 1:11 left here in the 3rd quarter. It's Collins with the drive. Yep, that one goes.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Here is Forbes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Connaughton. 5 to shoot. Forbes the pass to Portis. Oh, and here comes Goodwin all alone, and then Goodwin with the jump.
The unselfishness of Rondo, always looking to get his teammates easy looks.
Outside Portis to the middle. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Over Collins to the left side wing. And a wide open look for Portis. Off target with his three. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. That sets off a 5-game tour for him. Outside Collins. Misses. And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks ahead. They're up by 7. 2K Sports. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Let's be the one that just plays harder.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Young and Herter make up the back. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Capella in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And the first one at the line is good. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Torrey Craig. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Herter passes to Young. The 3 ball. He can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Now here is Augustine. Now Middleton. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Pass to Herter. Young against Augustine. Right at the free throw line, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Bucks trail by 3. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. So the wing on the left. Augustine with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. So here's Gallinari. Young with the ball. Back to Gallinari. Dishes to Young. Fires for 3.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half. None so far in the second.
Lopez outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds in this game. Augustine with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the dunk by Giannis.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. Trae Young doesn't get rattled and plays very well under pressure.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Gallinari against Middleton. Kicks it out to Giannis. Shot clock at 2. Comes up empty down low. The Hawks leading by 3. And here we go. Gallinari finds Capella. Young way outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Okongwu grabs the board. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. The kick out to Young. From 18 feet away. And good. He nails it. Now it's a 5-point Atlanta lead.
This kid knows when to shoot, when to drive, and when to kick. Trae Young has been out of this world tonight.
1:04 left in the 4th quarter of this one. There's the pass to Okongwu. From deep, Gallinari. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Middleton. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Collins checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Gallinari. Giannis up top. He's guarded by Collins. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. It's stolen. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Capella, the pass to Young. It's Young on the wing. Hawks passing it around. Shot by Collins, no good.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Here's Collins. Got it.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
And in the show, Will is originally from Philadelphia. Which of these NBA All-Stars is also from Philadelphia?
Was it Doc Rivers, Scottie Pippen, LeBron James, or Allen Iverson?
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our settings. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for the Nets, we've got Brown. Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard. Rebound by the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game.
Here's Reddish, and Reddish with the slam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Harden the pass to Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Harden against Young. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
And the pass to Herter. He feeds it to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Irving looking for an opening. To the inside. Jordan finds Irving. Back to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Jordan's got 6.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
He can't hit that time, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Irving, and the rejection by Collins. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for James Harden. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella, and it's Gallinari in for Kevin Herter. Reddish dishes to Gallinari. Pass to Reddish. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
They kick it out to Green. Here's Luwawu on the wing, Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Collins against Jordan. Now here's Collins. He's guarded closely. Reddish the pass to Okongwu. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Landry Shamit's checked in for Brooklyn. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Atlanta. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 2, and Irving launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You give Kyrie a good look at the rim. It doesn't matter how far back he is from the line.
Passes it to Reddish. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Irving, and the layup falls. Irving's got 5 now.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Young outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in front, up by 3. Let's take a quick break now. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks. They've got Trae Young. Reddish out there with Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. 2 points, that one goes. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn. Green against Rondo. Makes it off the glass.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Here's Irving. Green kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 3. Young with no one around. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Irving's shot is good.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
Young looking it over. Over Irving. Young, good. Young's got his first points of the game.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. Seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Harris has checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bruce Brown comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Irving. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. 6 to shoot. Harden against Rondo. And staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got his first points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gallinari finds Rondo. Stolen by Harden. Brown outside. From 12 feet out, Harden's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Herter. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Gallinari with it. Harris is there. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Atlanta making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Nets leading by 8. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Harden. Green breaking loose. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Outside Rondo. The pass to Collins. Out to the wing. Here's Herter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Harden, no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Indoors when you just... Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Rondo against Harden. Poked away. Collins looking around. Capella, high post. Left side, Rondo. Count it.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Down low. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Harden, an easy 2 points on the layup. Harden's got 6 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Herter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here is Irving. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Sacramento. That one falls. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
And so...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points and 1 assist.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the Nets 5.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Harden outside. Wide open. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 6.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Young against Harden. Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Back to Harden. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. Young for 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets leading by 4. Outside Irving. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
Luwawu is checked in for Brown. And a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Irving from long range. Rebounded by the Hawks. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Young.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Timeout called the Nets. So for the Nets, Green comes in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Poked loose. Green bounce pass. Jordan kicks to Green. Rondo against Irving. Here's Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Hawks trail by 7. Fernando, the pass to Mays. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's foul number 2 for him. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Inside. To the paint. Here's Rondo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Rondo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Sinks the triple.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here's Rondo. Green with the block. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Here's Irving. Knocks down the 10-footer. And now it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Rondo against Irving. Nice shot by Rondo. Rondo's got 4 this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
For Brooklyn, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get better.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. Young's shot is good.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Irving double team. To the inside. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And it's good, 2 points.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Young against Irving. He kicks to Jordan. Irving dishes to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Lobs it up for Jordan. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Rondo. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Brown. A nice shot by Irving.
And we know this. When Kyrie Irving starts to get going on the offensive end, he's really tough to contain. An incredible scorer because you know he can hurt you from any area of the floor.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Nets lead by 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Atlanta, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Goodwin. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Rondo in at the 2. Goodwin kicks to Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. Gets a hand on it. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Goodwin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Goodwin. Nets leading by 5. Outside Irving. From deep three-point range. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Rondo. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Irving with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 14 points here in the second half.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
Here's Gallinari. Capella trying to free himself up. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Gallinari. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Atlanta making some changes. Kevin Huerter comes in for Rajon Rondo. And Trae Young subbed in for Goodwin. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as much as 10. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shots good by Green.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Hawks trail by 7. Young is double. Pass to Huerter. From deep. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Passes it to Harris. Harden against Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Gallinari against Harden. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Boy, the strength of DeAndre Jordan on full display, able to muscle right through that contact for a potential and one.
Here's Young. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
The Hawks trail by 10. Herter passes to Collins. And he makes good on the layup.
And that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Irving passes to Harris. Count it. And the Nets lead by 10.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Irving with it, and guarded by Capella. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Reddish is checked in. And Young, here we go.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're up by 5. 1:12 left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Inside. Here's Harden. Jordan against Capella. Here's Harden. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And here's Young from the arc. Good work defensively by Harden. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Over in the corner, Green. Pocket 6. 14 feet away. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, the miss by Harden. Young outside. They get it again, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Robertson. Misses there. So it's the Nets picking up the win. It was. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
1994, 1995, 1996, or 1997? Chris, I know you know the answer to this because it was the same year that Kobe Bryant was drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers.
And both are legends. How could I forget? AI, the answer.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Jordan. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Brown, and it's Harris in at the four-man position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Now here is Augustine. Harden missing his last shot. Lopez, no luck. Brown finds Jordan. Irving from long range. No good on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. High post Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Shoots from the line. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
The pass to Augustine to the middle. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Well, we all know, Clark, the travel in the NBA is just exhausting. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up.
Kevin, I tell you, some of the old-timers would say, hey, they travel in charter planes today and five-star hotels. They haven't seen anything as far as rough travel, but you're right, it takes a toll. The players are well accustomed to navigating the cadence and rhythm of traveling and still being ready to play.
Now here's Young. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Here is Harden. 29 points for him last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
To the right side. Augustine against Harden. Augustine dishes to Giannis. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Giannis has got 7 points. Irving double team. Jacks up a three. Kicks it out to Harden. Irving against DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Harris no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Augustine passes to Lopez. Augustine against Brown. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by Brown.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And he gets it to go. Harden's got his second basket.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 37-point game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Harden's shot is off. The Bucks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Antetokounmpo passes to Augustine. There's the dish to Lopez. And stolen by Harris. Harden scanning the floor. Harden missing again. The Bucks shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. 9 points in the game so far. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo against Harris. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Brown. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Craig, good. Irving way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks on top, up 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Milwaukee.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Chris Middleton is out there with Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Craig. Back to Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
From 11 feet away, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's his first foul. And Forbes kicks to Craig. Back to Forbes. Passes to Portis. Not going to go that time. Good D by Jordan. Lobbed up there for Green.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Portis, the pass to Forbes. Back to Portis. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a wide open look for Irving. Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Irving knocking down that 3, textbook form too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
Here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again. The Nets with the lead. Here's Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Irving's got 12.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris finds Harden with the putback, and Green is right there. And it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Nets?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Giannis. Here's Portis. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter. And here are the Nets. They've got a 13-2 run going. Pass to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Bending off contact like a real pro.
And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Torrey Craig. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Augustine against Harden. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Here's Harden. And that one is off. The Bucks go the other way with it.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Lopez, no luck.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. Augustine dishes to Giannis. With 1 on the clock, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, he can flat out dominate games at times.
And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points. Well, we know he's a... And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Kyrie Irving. Harris is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in its center.
Encouraging whenever Harden blocks a shot. When he defends with tenacity and intensity, he's capable of this.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Harden. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
And here is Lopez. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Here's Irving. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Harden. Jordan against Lopez. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Irving kicks to Jordan. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Middleton against Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Middleton is most known, quite honestly, for his scoring ability. He's a sniper from outside that you can't afford to lose contact with.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Andrew Shamet comes in for James Harden. Harris finds Shamet. 5 on the clock. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Portis. It's not going to go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Middleton for 3. But they recover it. The pass to Craig. Kicks it to Middleton. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
From downtown, the Bucks getting another chance here. Second chance shot. Another miss by Middleton.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Middleton. He's covered by Shamet. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket for Middleton.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
Kept alive. Jordan kicks to Shamet. And on the way from Irving for 3. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Forbes the pass to DiVincenzo. Left side Portis. And Portis throws it down.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Jordan at the elbow. Pass to Shamet. 3-pointer. They get the rebound.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
It's Portis, high post. He kicks to Forbes. Back to Portis. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Irving. The deep 3 from Harden. Here's Jordan and the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. And taken away by Brown. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
We don't need to be in a hurry to beat them.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Nets leading by 7. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's DJ Augustine, and it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot is good.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Now here is Augustine. Harden with the defensive effort. And for the Nets, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. Brown kicks to Jordan. Back to Brown. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Harden. Down low.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
Over to the left wing. Now here is Augustine. Guarded closely. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
And DJ Augustine knows what he's out there for, to distribute the ball. I mean, always has his head on a swivel, and he's looking to find his teammates.
Augustine against Harden. Over Augustine. Here's Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Fires the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 9. Knocked away. Augustine passes to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. That one's not going to go. Jordan with some nice D. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. We know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you can make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving dishes to Jordan. Irving looking for an opening. Fires from 18. That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Harden. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the Nets with possession here. 7-point differential. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Back to DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. Here's Perry. From deep 3-point range, it's off. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, thank you, David, great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.